Yo, what it do, and welcome back to another episode of KVTv Season 2. Yes, sir. Go ahead, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Yes, sir. Oh, man, I hope everybody's doing well on today, man. I know I am. It is going to be a good day, man. Today, the sun is booming. It's Friday. Yeah, we're going to get right into it. So, today, we are going to be doing movie reviews. Now, for people who watch season 1, y'all know how I get down with these movie reviews, man. And for the people who are just now watching, when I do movie reviews, like, I give my take on it, was it good or bad? And then I go in and I dissect the movie just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And this was going to be kind of interesting because I just did What Is Love last, 2 weeks ago. And now I'm going to be doing What Is Love 3.5 with movies. Y'all are going to enjoy this. And just a disclaimer, I don't have any impressions for today. Hey. Listen, when I do movie reviews, I ain't got time for impressions. I just want to, do the movie review. All right? Cool. But yeah, but I promise you guys are going to enjoy this. I promise you guys are going to enjoy this. All right? Now, we're not going to waste any more time. We're just going to go straight into the video. Let's do it. So this first movie I'm going to talk about has something to do with, you throwing something and it coming right back at you. Let's talk about Boomerang real quick. That was my movie, y'all. Boomerang was my movie. Eddie Murphy in that movie was dope. And he played his role pretty well. Everybody played a role. Martin Lawrence, I forgot one dude's name. Robin Givens. Oh my God, Robin. She played her role well. It was a great movie, bro. And Halle Berry, don't let me forget about Halle Berry. Oh my God, Halle Berry, that's my girl. Yes, sir. Woo, I'm trying to tell you, that was a good movie, man. But let's go ahead and get into the movie. That was a great movie. I loved every single minute of it. That was a great movie. Now let's talk about the characters. Marcus was a dog, y'all. And he was a dog, and he was smooth with it. Like, I remember at the beginning when he took that lady dog, and then he used the dog, he used the leash to, attract, oh girl, I forget her name. And I was like, that's pretty creative. And then, when he got with her and, they slept together, and then he pulled back the covers and saw her toes. He did. That's something that I ain't gonna cap, y'all. That's something I would do. Because, well, back in the day, I'm a Christian. I don't do that type of stuff anymore. Anyway, so that would have been something I would have done because I'm very picky when it comes to women. I am very picky. And I relate to Marcus on so many levels about that. I am very picky. And when he saw her toes, he was like, it's hammer time up in them shoes. I know exactly what he was talking about because I prefer a woman who has nice feet. And if your feet ain't looking right, I'm sorry, bro. We gonna have to, you gotta do something, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, when he meets Jack, he did that to probably so many other girls, just dogging them out. That was his thing. Cause he just didn't want to feel love. And he probably felt like he probably never would find love, like true love, until he met Jacqueline. Now, Jacqueline was just as much of a dog as he was, just in female form. And when she put it on. And that boy didn't know what to do. That boy didn't know what to do. Marcus was stuck. And here's the thing, and that goes to show you, like, what goes around comes around. You do all this type of stuff to women, and then when somebody comes to you and do the same thing, you don't know how to act. And so and that's how some of us are in real life. It's like fellas, you do understand that if you are cheating on your girl, or when you cheat, that don't get mad when she does the same thing to you. Now, granted, they weren't together, but I'm just talking about as far as like the whole aspect of it, and just dog them out, just dogging them out. like, whether you want to dog them out or not, don't get mad when a girl does it to you. You have to, like, and I just never understand. And then, ladies, the same with y'all. Don't get mad when a dude does that to you. You know what I'm saying? Why can't y'all just be like Angela? Angela, I ain't gonna lie. Angela wore her heart on her sleeve. She really did. But here's the thing, and she is very sweet. And I feel for her in that movie. Like, you know, and you know what's the crazy thing about that movie? She, like, you probably didn't even really notice her as like a main character until probably like the last 30 minutes. You really didn't. Halle Berry played her role like very quiet. Her role was really quiet. It was like, and they played it so well. It was like, so remember when they was like on the plane and he was talking, you know, about Jacqueline and stuff, and come to find out the girl that he could have been with the whole time was right in front of him. But the way the acting and just like the screenplay and everything was set up, it kind of shows you just like how, like in real life, how somebody so good could be sitting right in front of you and you won't even notice it. Like, we didn't even notice her. We didn't even notice her. We didn't even notice her until like the last 30 minutes, honestly. Like, go back and watch the movie. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. And if you haven't, did I say that right? Anyways, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Anyway, because it's a really good movie, and I think all of you guys will enjoy it. It's plenty of laughs and everything, man. It's really good. But we're not gonna talk too much about that. Let's get into this next movie. So this next movie, I actually recently just watched, probably like 2 months ago. And the only reason why I watched it, crazy thing is, the only reason why I watched it was because I saw a post on social media and they were like, who was in the wrong? Like this person and that person. And I had never seen the movie, so I wanted to find out for myself. And that movie is A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Now, this was a pretty good movie. I ain't gonna cap, it was a really good movie. Martin Lawrence is always gonna do his thing. He's gonna bring that comedy aspect to it as he always should. Lynn Whitfield, she can honestly play any role. She can play a mom, she can play somebody who's judgmental, and she played this crazy role pretty good. I didn't even see it coming. And put Bobby Brown in the movie, I'm always gonna watch it. Because it's Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown made me laugh. Like, whatever he's doing, he always makes me laugh at any point in time. But anyway, let's get into the movie. Darnell, I'm sorry I said Marcus, but Darnell was also a dog. And I feel like his whole thing with being a dog was because the girl that he really wanted, which was Mia, went out to the army, and I guess she wasn't coming back. Or some things just happen that way. And let me just say this real quick. I feel like that happens a lot where people will, they'll just start, just being a hoe or whatever, just because, the person that they really wanted either doesn't want them back or it didn't work out, or they just don't want to trust anymore. Those type of things I will get into another video as far as like trusting and stuff. But yeah, I mean, that's the type of people, that's the type of tip that some people be on. It's like, I had one person and, I feel like I won't find another that I really will love, or they won't open themselves up to love again. And so they just, hoe around. But the problem with that is you might end up hoeing around and you end up hurting the wrong one, which was Brandy. Darnell did not see Brandy coming at all. He was just doing his own thing. And he should have never said he loved her. Fellas, if you don't love a girl, if you don't love a woman, don't tell her you love her just to get in her pants. Come on now. And this is why I've always said, and this movie is a good testament to why I've always said, be careful who you get in a relationship with. Because you don't know who you getting in the bed with. This man was in the bed with a whole killer. Come on, man. Y'all got to do better. Like, y'all got to do better. Fellas, I know some of y'all have been in these situations where y'all will be messing with a girl simply because of her looks. And then you hop into this thing with a woman, not thinking about the long-term aspect of it. You got to do better. And she was crazy. Y'all see how much she was twitching? Man, y'all got to do better, bro. Y'all got to stop dogging these women out. Y'all gotta stop dogging these women out, man. And as far as like who's in the wrong, personally, it was him. Because you can't do that. You can't do it. Well, if you being honest, both of them played a role. He shouldn't have, dogged her out. And then she shouldn't have, taken it as far as getting ready to kill him. But can I say that I understand her reasons? Because you got to be careful with people's feelings. Y'all don't know what these people have been through. And so when you like put yourself out there and you give your heart to somebody and they just smash it into pieces, it really messes with their mental. You gotta be real careful. Like, real careful. You really gotta be careful, dog. Like, you don't know who you messing with. That was like, that whole movie was just like, towards the end was just crazy. And it got to a point where I was just like, you know what I'm saying? But bruh was doing some grimy stuff. I ain't gonna lie. He had sex with her, and then she, let him ride around the limo. And then he gonna go to another girl house. Go to Mia's house and her limo. Let me tell y'all ladies something. I will be a multi-millionaire one day. And to any of you lucky ladies, if I ever let you go around with my car and you decide that you want to go to another man's house, you better hope I don't find out. In the name of Jesus. I'm just saying, I may be saved, but don't push me. Just saying. Anyways, that was a great movie. And honestly, what I got out of that movie was just, you got to be careful who you mess with. And God, fellas, please be careful, bro. And ladies, don't give your heart to everybody. Please don't. Please don't. But yeah, next. So this next movie I want to talk about is Obsessed. And let me just say this real quick. A lot of y'all be clowning Beyonce about her acting. But in this one, I will say she did a pretty decent job. She did a pretty decent job in this one. Now, I'm not saying that she's a good actor in all her other movies, but this one, she did pretty good, in my opinion. But y'all all have your own, and y'all are entitled to your own opinions. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this movie. This only thing that I really got out of this movie was tell the truth. And let me tell you why. So, Derek was he had a temp named Lisa. And Lisa, she took things a little too far one night and, met him in the bathroom. Now, I will say Derek, he held his ground pretty well. But where he messed up was where he didn't tell Sharon that night that's what happened. And I do understand why he didn't do it. Because she had just got off the phone with her sister, who had found out that he had been having an affair. That her sister's husband had been having an affair. And she had said that if it was me, that's all she really said. And so he just took that into account and he just said, you know what, I'm not gonna tell her. Maybe it's not the right time to tell her. The problem with that was that he tried to handle it on his own, and Lisa was a stalker. Pretty much. Lisa was just a big old stalker. She was stalking him. She followed him to his company retreat, drugged him, and from her story, they had sex. And the problem with that was, he still tried to, end it. And she showed up in his hotel room without her knowing, and she overdosed. In his bed, naked. Now, when Sharon comes, obviously she's going to be a little suspect. Like, why was she in your bed naked in your hotel room? Let's be honest. That's why it's just like, yo, you should have just told the truth. And you know what the crazy thing was about Sharon? She used to be a temp. She was his first temp. She even said it in his first movie. Like, that's how they got married. So of course she knows that Derek has a flirtatious way. So it would have been better for him to just go ahead and come clean. And he looked kind of sneaky. It looks kind of sneaky when you don't say something. That's the thing. When you don't say something at all, you look kind of sneaky. And that's what I've learned as a person. Even in relationships, when you don't say something, it's going to look sneaky. It's better to just say something about whatever you're doing or something's going on. Ladies, if a man is messing with you, go ahead and tell your man. Fellas, if a girl's messing with you, go ahead and tell your girl. But be smart about it and how you do it, because I don't know what type of girls y'all dealing with. But yeah, that whole thing, man, was crazy. Was just crazy. And a lot of it could have been avoided had somebody just told the truth. But in the end, you know, Beyonce, she took the white girl out. She took her out because you ain't be messing with my man. And then you ain't gonna come in my house and mess with my baby. You crazy. Yeah, let me tell y'all something. Don't mess with a black woman's baby. Don't mess with her kids. A true black woman who truly love her kids. Don't mess with her. Because she will go to jail for her kids. Yeah. Like, sometimes the man she might be with might not be all that, but she'll go for her kids. Anybody tell you that, even my mama, she'll go for me, so y'all niggas better chill out. I'm just playing. Let me stop. But yeah, that's just that. And that was a pretty good movie. I give it a solid 8. Now let me go ahead and rate the other movies while I'm at it. Boomerang, I'm gonna give a 9. And I'm gonna give Thin Line Between Love and Hate a 7. That's just me. That's just personally me. But anyways, next, this last movie I want to talk about was pretty controversial in my opinion, because it's another one of those who was in the wrong type movies. And I feel like you can't say one was wrong without saying the other one was wrong, because it kind of takes a turn at one point. And that movie is Acrimony. Now, Tyler Perry is a genius, yo. Tyler Perry is a film genius, man. He did his thing with this movie. And Taraji, she played her role really well. She is probably one of my favorite actresses, if not my favorite actress. She's dope, man. She slays the movies and she slays the TV. I'm just saying, y'all. She is one of my favorites. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the movie. I'm gonna just go ahead and go straight into it, like between who was wrong and who was not. I feel like towards the beginning, Robert was wrong, and then towards the end, Melinda was wrong. Let me tell you why. Robert, you know, I felt like he was leechy. I felt like he was very leechy. Like, he was just leeching onto her when he found out that she had $300,000. Now, I'm not saying that he didn't love her, but I do feel like that when he found out that she had money, that he kind of leeched on a little bit tighter, if you know what I mean. Because, I mean, she bought him a car, and she paid student loans. And even through all that, he cheated on her. I was like, bruh, are you serious? That's how grimy some niggas are. Like, y'all, a woman will do so much for y'all, and then y'all still go back and y'all do them dirty. Come on now. Y'all got to do better. And Melinda was crazy. Melinda was crazy, if not crazier than Brenda. Like, when he was cheating on her, she literally drove her car, almost like she drove his trailer, drove a car into the trailer twice and damaged herself on the inside, and she couldn't have kids. That's crazy. That is crazy, dog. Like, she didn't see nothing but red. She saw nothing but red. Like, all the red lights was blinking. She blacked out. That was it. You gotta be careful. That's why I also say you gotta be careful what type of women you deal with and the type of man that you deal with. Because ladies, you could be dealing with a crazy man and you not know it. I'm gonna talk about this real briefly. Think about the show on Netflix, You. My boy, y'all know who I'm talking, Joe. That boy, he crazy. That boy crazy. I can't wait for season 3 though. But anyway, let's get back into this, dog. Oh my God. And then when it gets down to whether she being wrong was when he gave her $10 million. And the reason why I say that is because she asked for a divorce and he was saying flat out no. And let me also say this, ladies and gentlemen, don't let people influence you when it comes to your relationship and your marriage. Like, don't let people tell you that you need to break up with him, you need to break up with her. Learn it for yourself. Now, I will say there are certain aspects where it's just like you do need to break up with them, But at the end of the day, you have to make that decision for yourself. Don't let anybody make a decision for you. Do it on your own. And that's why when it comes to advice, I really try not to tell people what to do. I try to just say, follow your heart. That's what I've learned, just to follow your heart. Because for one, pray about it, and then God will tell you what to do if you listen. But anyways, she pretty much broke up with him. She pretty much wanted a divorce based on what her sisters was telling her. And in the end, she got the short end of that stick, sort of. Because, she still got $10 million, but she didn't have a man no more. And he didn't have to do that. If I'm being completely honest, he didn't have to do that. And I do say the grimy thing is that he did go back, that it was the girl that he did cheat on her with. So I do understand that part was a little grimy. She was expecting them to get back together, and then when she saw her again, I do understand what triggered her, because that's the same girl that you cheated on me with. Now, that part was grimy. That part was grimy, I will say. Whoo, my boy. I'm telling you, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, man. And she was like on some witchcraft type stuff. She was stalking them, and then she was like printing out pictures and cutting the girl's eyes out and stuff like that. Man, I was like, yo, she was just like over the edge with it, man. You know what I'm saying? And then a reason why I say she was wrong, because she started to, just play victim with everything. She started feeling entitled, like, I spent this much time with him, and I did all this, and that, and the third, and he promised me this, and that, and now this girl's living my life, the life that I was supposed to have. Like, but you wanted a divorce. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, you shouldn't have wanted a divorce. Like, you saying this, and that, and the third, but you wanted a divorce. You can't get mad. You just can't get mad. There's certain things, like even in real life, ladies, you can't get mad at a man for moving on when you done told him like you ain't this, you ain't that, and like go back to your ex or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then when they do it and they living happy, or they find somebody new and they living happy, and then you like, I should have been living that life, or you just stalking them and you just like thinking about all this type of stuff that y'all should have been doing. You got no right. Y'all not together no more. You said you wanted to break up. You know what I'm saying? Same with fellas. The same exact thing. When a woman moves on, leave her alone. You gotta stop being petty. Stop being petty. Stop being petty. Like, if you tell a girl to move on, go back to whoever, like, I've been doing me, some of y'all niggas are really stupid. I just gotta say that. When you start saying that type of stuff, and then when she actually finds somebody, and now you looking kind of sick, why are you trying to go back? You know what I'm saying? Like, just do better. Do better. But back to the movie, man. In the end of the movie, she ended up dying at the end. But anyways, like with that movie, it really just showed me like on both ends, like you really got to be careful. Ladies, be careful what type of guy that you invest your time in. Fellas, be careful what type of woman that you are messing with, because you never know if she's actually crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know if she's actually crazy, because like from this movie and A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, those are two crazy women. Like, and you got to be careful and stop cheating. Like, that's the one episode I'm definitely gonna do soon. It's gonna be stop cheating. Like, cheaters never prosper. Like, yo, just stop cheating. God, man. But hey, those are my movie reviews for today. I hope you guys enjoyed them. I tried to make them as good as I could. And like I said, I do not have any impressions. That was just it. And so, cue the music. Thank you guys for watching KVTv. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed making it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. And make sure you follow me on Instagram at KVMcKinley and my impersonations page at KVTv__. And follow me on Snapchat at KV42. I got it right that time.